Welcome back, it's me, Lou. I'm here for another action figure unboxing and review, and today from Mattel, we are featuring the WWE Championship Showdown, featuring the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins on our left and Montez Ford on the right. Alright, so this is a pretty cool 2-pack. Much like the other Championship Showdown series figures, it comes with a display base. This one is blue. It's recreating the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. The display base, as you can see right there, can be used to display the figures, or you can attach the armatures to create action poses, which is a pretty neat feature. Alright, so I like these Championship Showdown 2-packs a lot. I think they're a great value. The action figures that it comes with, they're not to be confused with the much more premium elite action figures. These are the core basic figures, which feature a little bit more limited paint applications and a much more limited articulation scheme. So these figures, they're not as articulated as the elite figures, but for me, I think they're a great value for the price point, and they're fun for little kids to play with because they're pretty durable. Alright, so let's get started. So we have the Street Profits here, as you can see, as they're packaged in the plastic blister against the cardboard backing. Nice, simple graphic WWE logo in one corner. The figures featured in the other. You can see the display base right here. On the back of the box, we have their stats. We have Angelo Dawkins from Cincinnati, Ohio. His style is, he's the powerhouse of the team, and his finishing move is the pop-up spine buster. On our right, we have Montez Ford. He is the high flyer. He's from Chicago, Illinois, and his finishing move is the frog splash. Again, here are the figures in use with the display base. Other figures in Series 8 include The Undertaker versus Bret Hart, and Drew McIntyre versus Bill Goldberg. Alright, we have the championship display base right here. There's kind of like this foil sticker, and I've noticed this with other championship showdown belts, is that it seems like after time, I think the image on the foil sticker kind of loses its vibrancy. It's almost kind of dulled out, so it's kind of hard to see the impression of the the championship title on here. It's kind of very faint. Alright, so we have Montez Ford over here, and we have Angelo Dawkins. Whoops. Alright, so here is the two armatures for the display base, and then it comes with two clips. As you notice, there's a difference in sizes. The smaller clip is for Montez Ford, and you see it goes around his waist. The larger clip is for Dawkins, and that clips around his waist also. So the way this works is you have two different options for mounting the clip. You can either mount it using the socket in the back right there, or the socket on the top. So for Montez Ford, we'll use the top socket, and then for Angelo Dawkins, we'll use the back socket. And then you can apply these armatures anywhere where you see these holes. For me, I'll just, for now, just plug them into the furthest edges, just so I can demonstrate how this works. And then, so the display base can actually function two ways. You can either use it with the armatures or without. If you use them without, it's very simple. You can just easily plug the figures in through the sockets at the base of their feet to any of the foot pegs. And you can display the figures like that. That's one way. So, it gives you a nice firm standing for your figures. Or if you want to try to create like an action pose, like I said, just plug them anywhere. And then it kind of creates the effect that they're like floating. If you want to pretend Montez Ford is doing maybe like a drop kick. And then you could clip the opponent on the other end. It's a fun way for kids to display their action figures, as opposed to just having them stand up vertically. So I dig this a lot. Nice, fun extra bonus. And now let's take a look at the figures themselves. Let's first start off with Angelo Dawkins. This guy stands in at about 7 and almost 3/4 inches. Nice, impressive face sculpt. The likeness to the wrestler is pretty spot on. The headband, does this come off? The headband actually does come off, which is nice. So his gear is actually a little dated now. If you've been watching recent programming, Angelo Dawkins now wrestles without the jersey on top. He's lost a considerable amount of weight, so this figure's already kind of dated. This figure came out some months ago, but it's just now that I'm reviewing it. This set's been one I've been wanting to add to my collection for a while. He has the forearm sleeve on the right, Street Profits logo on the jersey, and also on the shorts. Minimal paint application, but I think it's enough to convey, the look of the character. Well done. And let's get the headband back on. Nice accessory. I think that's kind of cool. And it's easy to place too, because they kind of give you notches for where the ear placement is. Let's get into focus. It doesn't want to focus. Yeah, so there's a little notch on each side, and that indicates where the ear placement is. So it'll help you adjust it just right. All right, so up next we have Montez Ford. He stands in at about 7, almost 7.5 inches. Again, the likeness to the wrestler is pretty spot on. He has his tattoos on his forearm, also on the side of his torso. Very clean printing on the leg with the Street Profits logo. The paint job's a little blotchy in some areas, but for the most part, it's overall pretty clean. Excellent figure. Now, in terms of the articulation for these action figures, it's pretty minimal as opposed to when compared to like the elite premium action figures. For example, their head rotates, arms rotate, and they go outward, elbow bend, elbow swivel, articulated wrists, swivel at the waist, legs kick up. The knee joints on some of these core basic figures can be pretty tight. Knees bend, and the ankles, they just kind of swivel. Montez Ford is also similar articulation scheme. So with these figures, if you're into like really posing your wrestlers or trying to emulate, the wrestling moves, these basic figures, you can't really pull off too many poses with them due to the limited articulation scheme. For the most part, if you're into like action figure photography and if you want like highly articulated figures, you kind of need to go for the much more premium elite action figures. But with this set of action figures, I think they're ideal for children. The price point is a lot more affordable. You're getting 2 action figures, And for what you're getting, you know, the likeness is there, the paint application is decent, and overall it's a great value with the display base as a bonus. So I like these figures a lot. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give these a solid 8.5. I think they're excellent. You know, the Street Profits they've grown to be one of my favorite tag teams in the WWE. Their gear is always changing. It's always colorful. So it's very easy for like any figure you see of them to be already kind of like dated in terms of their, you know, their athletic gear. But overall, it's a great set. You know, I think if you can find this on your store shelf, I think it's well worth the purchase, especially for the price. All right, with that being said, let's wrap this video up. Once again, my name is Lou. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are a returning viewer or subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support. I greatly appreciate it. So, until the next video, be safe, take care of yourself, buy lots of toys, and most importantly, be happy. And I'll see you at the next one. All right, later.